Thirsty Thursday, we are taking a look at a red wine from Beaujolais. Now, I've chosen Beaujolais for a couple of reasons. I think Beaujolais had a bit of a bad reputation for mass-produced, low-quality wines, particularly a couple of decades ago, if we think about Beaujolais Nouveau. But Beaujolais has some really, really wonderful wines, and I wanted to maybe rethink our perceptions of Beaujolais this week. What is Beaujolais? Let's break it down. Beaujolais is a region in France, and it's just under the south of Burgundy. The majority of wines from Beaujolais are red, and they are made with the Gamay grape. The best examples come from 10 Crus, C-R-U-S, of Beaujolais. What are Crus? It's all part of the French classification system, and a cru is an indication of a high quality vineyard or a high quality region. The 10 Crus of Beaujolais are allowed to include the name of their village on their bottle. So it won't necessarily say Beaujolais, it will say the village. So this is why I find French classifications quite interesting. We have to really take a look at what is on our labels to understand what we are drinking. One of the most famous crus in Beaujolais is Fleurie. And that's what we're doing this week. Fleurie delivers medium-bodied red wines, and there's a really lovely feminine quality to Fleurie, which we'll see when we come to taste it and have a look at the aromas. We can often think of Fleurie as the queen of Beaujolais, and with this in mind, I have chosen this. So that's Georges Duboeuf Fleurie 2021. Georges Duboeuf comes from a really long line of winemakers, and he's always really championed the wines of Beaujolais. He sadly died in 2020, but he has an amazing reputation within Beaujolais, so much so that he's often referred to as the king of Beaujolais. His own label of wines, of which this is one, gives some really classic, high quality examples of Beaujolais done really, really, really well. So let's take a look. In the glass, there's a really, really lovely, deep purple colour to this. Gamay is a grape, makes quite pale, light coloured wines, but because the Gamay that is used comes from Fleurie, there's different soils, and this gives us a much more sort of medium-bodied wine, which we see in the colour. On the nose, this is really fruity and it's really floral. I said at the beginning that we can often think of Fleurie as very feminine, and that really comes through on the nose. So there's roses, there's violets, there's iris, there's loads of lovely red berries, raspberry particularly. It's really delicate and it's really feminine. And then on the palate, that's lovely. Wow. Medium-bodied, soft, fruity. There's elegance to it. That's lovely. Lovely balance. Silky. It's velvety. And it's very easy to drink. That's lovely. I would happily pair this with chicken. And I think with Easter coming up, this would be absolutely lovely with lamb. This is a classic example of really good quality Beaujolais and a beautiful example of one of the 10 crus of which Fleurie is one. This is available in the UK from Tesco, Majestic, Waitrose and Sainsbury's. So thank you as always for watching. Stay wine curious and cheers to you all.